What's up, everybody? Mike here with Reprint, and I've been making lots of videos all day. This is going to be my last one. I promise. You're going to stop getting notifications. But this is a pretty important topic right here. It's the i3200, and I strongly feel that there's lots of people that are writing these off as dead and discarding them prematurely. These aren't cheap. They're about $1,000. Some people are paying $1,200-1,500 depending on your supplier. But there's something with this printhead that's like no other. I think it's pretty common amongst all of the new lineup of EPSON printheads. I got to speak with EPSON at the show. I got to view some of their entire lineup of the new precision core printheads, and like this one right here. And I actually found this. This is from my f3070. This is the i3200's bigger brother, and I actually came across this while I was troubleshooting this printhead. These new printheads have little tiny microscopic screens inside the manifold. This is your printhead manifold. This is it. This is disassembled. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible, so I don't have any tools or supplies or anything, but I will give you a few pointers on replacing this. And depending on the quality of your ink, there's some inks that make this clog a lot faster than others. So I'm getting ready to do a video on inks. I tested so many different inks. I've got some great information for you guys, so make sure you check that out. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit the notification button and the subscribe button so that you can see that video. It's going to be great. I've also got lots of other great videos coming, but in this case, I will tell you a few little tips and tricks. Number one, when you replace this manifold, the Chinese version, I don't believe they have screens. There's some that do not, which is a double-edged sword. I don't know if it's better or if it's worse. I do know that if it doesn't have the screens, then it's going to allow more contaminants in your printhead. So is it better that you only have to replace these? These are about $79. A lot of them don't come with this little gasket right here, this gasket. So if you buy an aftermarket and you go to put it on, you could ruin your printhead unknowingly putting this on your printer. So that could be dangerous. So make sure that you check and make sure it does have the rubber gasket. Another great tip is to make sure that you do not over tighten these screws. Tighten them down a little bit, come back and hit them again, but do not over tighten, because what's going to happen is this part's going to break right here. This is the actual printhead, the most valuable part of the printhead, and you're going to break one of these screw holes, and then you're going to potentially ruin it. Or you might also be able to get away with putting some silicone or something on there, but still a gamble. So be careful, do not over tighten. But I'm going to put under magnification these screens so you can see it's microscopic. And clogged screens, they can mimic printhead clog. You can think that the printhead's clogged, particularly with white ink. And you'll see some channels missing. Oh, it's time to throw away this printhead when you could have just spent $79 and replaced this. But the white ink, it's usually hard to unclog these because the white ink is actually metal, should I say, and it actually binds with that screen, making it nearly impossible to unclog. So it's not as simple as it may look. You might think, hey, I can take some pressure and put it in there. But what you're going to end up with is ink starvation, clogged nozzles, many different effects from a bad manifold. So try this first. If you think you have a clogged printhead, try this first. If you have symptoms of ink starvation like crazy, it's because your ink is not properly flowing through the manifold properly. So better ink can definitely help solve this problem. I guess that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next.